Hey, we're going to keep going with the Mystic series of Daily Grace. And another one of these beautiful, beloved mystics is Hafiz. He remained greatly unknown. He was a 14th century Persian poet and mystic, Sufi mystic. And Sufism is the mystical part of the branch of the Islamic faith, yeah? And so, in the Arabic world. So, and recently, along with Rumi and Kabir, these Sufi mystics had a resurgence of, like, everybody has poems from them, which is beautiful, because they have such a rich message. And so before we start with today's, I just wanted to read. One of them is something he said about himself. Is no one could ever paint a too wonderful picture of my heart or God. So he had a very strong sense of his union with the divine. Yeah, like he even spoke, like as some of the mystics do, as if God is speaking to us, right? Like almost like channeling God's message to us. Yeah. So he was very clear about that the spiritual journey is about union with the divine beloved. That's how they say it in Sufism. They call God the beloved. So it's very intimate, very close, very personal. And then, of course, it transcends the personal. So let me read you one of my favorite ones. And it was so difficult to pick one. I tell you, that was difficult. Because there's so many. He wrote about 5,000 poems. So how can I pick 5, right? But here we go. So, and this is beautiful at the beginning of a meditation, I think. So let's just settle in for a moment and close our eyes and just sit here, which is what this poem is called. Just sit there right now. Don't do a thing. Just rest. For your separation from God is the hardest work in the world. Let me bring you trays of food and something that you like to drink. You can use my soft words as a cushion for your head. Just sit there. So just let that sink in. You can use Hafiz's soft words as a cushion for your head. You can just relax. For your separation from God is the hardest work you'll ever do. And just sensing your nearness to God. The place where you and God are one, where there's a union, this natural state of being, who we actually are in God. It's so close to us, the divine pulse is so close to us, so intimate. And we keep forgetting, we keep feeling we need to do something, we need to get somewhere, we need to achieve more this or more that. And so for this meditation, just let yourself rest. Just sit here. Don't do a thing. And let the softness of his words just take you right into the silence. And you can pause this video now and then turn it back on when you're ready to come out of your silence. Just taking a few more moments before you open your eyes to have that same sense as you're going out into the world, and you will be doing things, right? And moving around and accomplishing tasks possibly, that you're always with and within grace, God, Spirit. There's no place where God is not, wherever you're going. So just including as you're opening your eyes and seeing what's with you here, the forms and the shapes and the colors, and everywhere you can see God, if we have eyes to see. Yeah? So allow yourself to have these eyes today as you're going into the world.